Alright, welcome back to a game, well, cast number 2, that I've randomly picked some replays from spawningtool.com. We have Serral vs Liquid Clem, with Serral being on the bottom left and Liquid Clem, or just Clem, being top right. Now, I believe this game is from April or May, somewhere around there. I forget where I got it from, well, which month. So they are recent games. The patch is through where queens cannot transfuse off of creep. And we have two of the best players to their respective races. Serral being ranked 1 globally, significantly higher than anyone else. And Clem, I believe, is either 3rd or 4th. In no particular order, I believe it is Serral, Maru, Reina, Clem. Something like that. I probably should look it up a little bit later. And just to confirm for myself, Clem's is going for a Reaper expand. Yes, I believe that's what he's going for. He's going for a bit of a scout as well. We've got some overlords fishing around. I'm going to assume this one's looking for a proxy from Clem. Overlord heading to the other side of the base to eventually go straight through and to see the tech at roughly about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Serral went for a hatchery extractor pull, so pretty standard plays from both of them. So we've got a marine coming out, which means he's going to drop a factory followed by a reactor. Should see a second gas soon if he wants to do any sort of ghost, oh not ghost, banshee attack, sorry. I got distracted by the ghost symbol. Got some zerglings out, anticipating that Reaper. This is going to be... Can he get the drone? Yeah, I was going to say, it's not very like Serral in order to lose a drone. Zerglings, they're kind of expendable. Look, if you lose them, you kind of lose a little bit of map presence. It does suck, but it's not the end of the world. Losing drones is the pain in the neck, because that's where you start to lose mining efficiency. Yeah, we've got a factory coming up, and as I mentioned earlier, a reactor. CC almost finished. 3rd CC dropped, which means we'll see a starport in a second. Swapping over the factory and the barracks. Starport drops down. So this is a pretty generic 3cc opener from Clem. It's pretty standard. Also standard for Serral, going into a 3rd hatchery as well. We should start to see a few queens start popping out. I'm going to suspect he's going to go towards 6 or 8. That's generally what a Zerg will go to, unless you're incredibly greedy and cut queen productions rely on Zerglings, which is dangerous when a lot of Hellions touch the ground. Reaper just being a pain in the neck, trying to get those tumors. Anything you can do to kind of take away the APM from doing what Serral wants to do. Especially when you're versing Serral, you need to do things that's going to throw him off his game as much as possible. Very difficult to do, probably near impossible, but you get to try, right? We have Banshees coming out. I did say the second gas would be for Banshee, but obviously Clem feels... Oh, there you go, that's the second gas. I didn't see it. I'll say otherwise, Clem feels differently. And Clem is a much better player than I, so if he says you don't need a second gas, you don't need it. But in this situation, we both agree, second gas. A-okay. So I feel pretty good about that. Zerglings just being on patrol, I'm going to assume waiting for either a Reaper or a Hellions to try and do a dive, which will hold them in place until the queens can get back and fight. Hellions not really getting much done. Just like in my last game versus Hero Marine and Reina, those Hellions aren't getting a lot done. I wouldn't mind seeing Terrans start to skip some Hellions and go into more aggressive Marine play. Similar to a 2-1-1, simply because I find that does way more damage, unless your Hellions are getting the damage. At this level, I don't see it happening. You're probably best dropping in the main, taking out some workers, dropping in the nat, taking out some workers wherever possible. Because yeah, these Hellions right now are just dead weight, unless you're going to try and take out some tumors, but Serral's not even letting that happen. Serral's on top of everything. See, Clem's just not that confident to jump down and take out the tumor. He'll probably get this tumor. But you're not going to get much done, so at the moment he's just trying to deny creep. Even just versing Serral to try and deny creep is a pain in the backside. Does get a few workers. Oh, you only got 1 worker, sorry. So the Banshee not even worth it at this point. Not even that many Hellions is worth it. You're sure you could have map control, but how long is that going to last? You're just making Serral stay a little bit more defensive. But you're not going to really accomplish much. Look, you might get these dude nuts. Dive straight on in. He's going to go through. You can use the links to kind of capture them. No, Serral has a different idea. Interesting play from Serral. No, locks them all in. Queens came in. Going to take them all out. How dare I say that Serral doesn't know what's going on. The dude knows everything. Banshee, gonna see if he can get something done. He could probably take out the extractor, which would be great to force a drone to make another extractor. You know, it's a bit of waste of minerals. More barracks getting dropped down. Another factory getting dropped down. Looks like we're gonna go into Widow Mines. Serral's going into roaches, as he always does. You could generally always just say, yep, he's going to always go into roach. +1/+1 is on its way for Serral. +1/+1 on its way for Clem. They're almost identical timings as well. It's absolutely insane. 6.5 minutes and they're +1/+1 starting. A lot of Marines, not going to get through that. Although, imagine if you had Baneling. As long as he's not watching. Not a lot of action going down right now, although Clem is moving out with some Marines. Got another command center getting dropped down, almost a saturated third. We've got a fourth dropping down for Serral. Ooh, can these Marines get anything done? I don't feel like that's enough Marines to do anything. Maybe a Queen? Nope. It does have to be very careful. We've got Drilling Claws on its way. We got Shield on its way. I forget his name. I forget so many of these names. Combat Shield, that's the one. Which will give a little bit more life to the Marines. At this stage, you're going to need it. Because you've got that many roaches. What has Serral got? He's got a few more Marines, a couple of Widow Mines, a Banshee. I don't like this situation for Clem at all. That's just a lot of units. Like, when you got numbers, that's just a lot of units. He's got 6 more roaches on its way, 7 Ravagers warping in. Well, not warping in, but, you know, morphing. We've got 3 more Marines, 3 more mines coming in as well for Clem. I think, I don't know, he's just going to get drowned out. We've got a Nidus Worm. I don't think the Nidus Worm's going to be able to get popped off anywhere without actually being seen first. Although I don't think Serral really wants to use it. Oh no, he might. Is he going to drop it? He drops it straight on top of the mineral line while he's moving in. Completely taxing Clem with everything. Clem doesn't even react. He's not even reacting to the Nidus Worm. He's fighting the main army. What has he got in there? Does he have anything? He's got his queens in there. Absolutely crazy. Pretty cool strat, actually. His Roach Ravagers doing wonders at the front. Clem doesn't have a lot. Force to pull the SCVs. His main base is in absolute shambles. I'm pretty sure Serral has this in just a few seconds. Clem is going to GG out. He doesn't have a lot. He can't even take down the Ravagers, let alone take back his own base. There we go. Serral takes the win. Never doubt Serral. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.